ComiC-Con 2012. I'm here with Jeffrey Moy, and he has a cool project coming out on Kickstarter, which he's funding right now. Video Game Gals. And it actually does tie into gaming, right?
Yeah, it ties into gaming in that there are these rifts that have been opening up all over the city, and each one is a different type of game. So you'll have like an adventure game, a first-person shooter, a role-playing game, you know, and those can take, you know, places in different settings as well, so it keeps it really fresh.
Your goal is 25,000.
Right.
Okay, where are you at right now? It's
right now
Friday.
Right now the campaign has been running for about a week right now, and we're at about 10%.
10%?
We're at about 2,500.
Okay, so your goal is to have a hardcover like this. This is just a mock-up.
Correct.
And then you have your page art here, and I saw something that looked like a gelatinous cube sort of thing. There is something here, very interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we have a slime. There's a slimy kind of thing there that's
There's a slime
taking up one of our heroes
that this guy has got trapped into. The focus though is on the women, right?
Right. Well, the women are the main protagonists. You know, they're the only ones that can kind of go in and out of these worlds safely.
You've played a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons in your past, but your focus mostly is board games.
Board games or video games, probably a little bit more.
You've worked in the video game industry, right?
Yes, I worked at Raven Software for the past 10 years. I did get laid off about a year and a half ago, so I returned to comic books and doing a Legion Superhero Star Trek crossover for IDW and DC Comics, and now I'm trying to get my own project funded and out there into the world.
And some of the going back to board games, some of the board games that you are a fan of, you said Ticket to Ride.
I said Ticket to Ride, Settlers of Catan. I played Battlestar Galactica a bunch of times.
Small World.
Small World. There were some other ones like Power Grid.
So more typical board games that you find like at a Barnes and Noble and so on.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you kind of detail what you've been doing in terms of the women that you've been working on this for over 10 years or something?
Yeah, well, it started out as a couple of simple kind of sexy pinups, but then eventually it kind of grew into something that had the story, and the characters were starting to take on a voice of their own. You know, I just started developing relationships between the characters, like there's the leader Amber, and then there's her best friend Renee, and they kind of have a shared history in these games where it's really where one was kind of traumatizing one of them, and so Amber's helping her through it. The other two women have been just kind of assigned to them, so they don't know much about each other, but you know they're assigned as a team to work together.
And so I think, if I'm right, like you showed, okay, here's the various types of women. I actually just realized I have to be kind of careful with what might go on YouTube, but here's the different types. So you have Shy Girl, I think is one of them, right? Sort of, you have the action-packed, you have the 80s gal.
I mean, actually, this was before I even knew what they would be wearing, you know? So I was just trying to draw some interesting type characters, and then I actually kind of put clothing on them. So it's like I had their characters down, their appearance down, and then I would like dress them so that they all had kind of like a uniform look.
So switching back to Kickstarter, what sort of rewards are you excited about? I mean, I know people can watch this and they can just go click on the link, but
right. Okay. So for the Kickstarter rewards, you know, I'm excited that, you know, they'll get to see this Video Game Gals primer story that we did a few years ago that appeared in Shooting Star Anthology #4. This one that they're in is a battle waitress fighting game. And it really just kind of gives you a nice glimpse in 8 pages of what the Video Game Gals will all be about. And really, to me, it's about, you know, having fun, having an adventure, nothing too serious, nothing too, you know, earth-shattering, you know, depressing and stuff like that. The other rewards that you'll get are some of the sketchbooks. You'll get one sketchbook at like 40, you'll get 2 at 60, all 3 at 80. So by the time you actually hit $100, you'll get a set of 4 books. You also get an original drawing inside the book on a 7x10 card. 2 sets of sketch cards, 3 original sketch cards of whatever you want me to draw. You get an ash can, probably stickers, and maybe a print too.
We have these little stickers here.
Yeah, these were actually characters that the characters, when I designed them, I was kind of toying with the idea of possibly making it an interactive comic book. So you get the story and then you'd actually, play through a level. And so I went with the type, it's like they would kind of be, the squat kind of
Chibi.
Yeah, chibi, like you saw in like 8-bit Nintendo. So
Final Fantasy era stuff.
Squat, but then when you're reading the comic, they look normal size and stuff like that.
Definitely, yeah. They're fully proportioned women, right?
So it's very much a retro, nostalgic kind of feel, because I'm really tapping into like Tron and Reboot, Quantum Leap, Sliders, for a more modern reference, maybe Inception. The character and lightness I like to keep like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Xena Warrior Princess. So that's my main goal, is just to have fun